guys, welcome back. I thought I'd do something just a little bit different tonight, just for a change. It's not gaming related, like I say, so if it's probably not your bag, probably not anyone's bag really, but I just thought it'd be worth a little show just for something different. Came across this, so basically I were putting all the Christmas stuff back up in the loft, and my aim was really to find I've got a massive box of DVD box sets and stuff for the Bootleggers channel, but it must be on the other side. There's all suitcases and stuff, so I couldn't get to it that time. I'll have to go back up and dig it out. But I did come across this, and it's a load of crap really, but there's a few quirky stuff in there. And I noticed when I was going through it, I thought, oh right, a lot of it is quite old, and a lot of it's got a few sort of nostalgic stories attached to it. So I mean, we'll go through at random. We'll go through just have a bit of a laugh. There's a lot of comics, a lot of like books and quirky little bloody items, but it's just stuff, you know, as you're growing up, you decide for whatever reason to hang on to, not chuck away. So I thought I've kept it. I've put it in a box. So it's obviously meant something to me at some stage, and I'm glad I've kept it, to be honest. Some of the stuff I can't remember where I got it from, but anyway, like I said, we'll just go through at random. This must have been, is there a date on this? This is when I used to collect. Oh, it's not that old, this one. This is only 2014. It's got a 2014 post stamp on it. This is when I was going through my big splurge of collecting any 2000 AD, anything. And it was just everywhere in old house. It was just piled up with 2000 AD comics. So it's just some, I mean, these were literally nothing because they're not in particularly good shape. They've even got the pen on. Who was that? K.A. Edwards. What issue is that? Where are we? That's the issue. It was 14 pence, so it's not. Oh, there, yeah. Prog 178, 1980. Stinks. Thing is with 2000 AD and most of the British comics, it were on cheap paper as well. It really was cheap paper, like almost like newspaper paper. That's quite a decent cover. I love my Judge Dredd stuff. 262, so that's quite a bit later on again. We've got 266, 290. Oh, so they're going up. Must have kept it. Oh yeah, so it goes right up to 460. Just a few, but I've either forgot to get rid of them or I've just chucked them in there and forgot about them. But they're not. I mean, these later issues, going into late 80s, you know, mid 80s, I should say, that they're not worth it unless they're in real tip-top condition. 2000 AD stuff didn't really worth that much. But you know what? I collect the Judge Dredd case files, which is they lifted all the stories out of the original 2000 AD comic. So they're pretty cool. What's these? Bloody hell. God. Look at that. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is a pile of my original, that one must have been my very first mobile phone. That shows you my age now, look, doesn't it?
Hello! No! I'm on a boat in Holland! In Holland! No, it's rubbish, there's lots of cheese and stuff! Yeah, I can't talk! Yes! Yeah, okay, see you! Ciao!
Screen cracked, probably doing down a toilet or two, like, and everything. Fucking hell, do you remember then when you put the, like your credit card or something in there? Christ almighty, that's old. Playing card. These were cut, and I've had these years. Now, the case that these cards came in, got a few sets of playing cards. But these were cut. I haven't seen many of these over years since I got them. Probably had these about 20 years, 25 years. And the American Express playing cards. But this case, my granddad gave me this case. My mum cleaned it up a few years ago. I mean, it's just a case, but it's a nice one. You know, it's a nice little card case. Is that? Tobacco wood. But yeah, I didn't see many of them American Express ones. I had loads of sets of cards at one stage. Yeah, collect bloody anything. And these cards, so this nice little story. So when my dad was a taxi driver and used to go to the Shell petrol station, and if you got like points, collect points every time you filled up. And Shell used to do all sorts of giveaways for points. And he must have had at one stage 20 packs of these Shell cards in house. He's got the little Shell logo on, but I just kept this one. Others must have got, chucked away or whatever, but still nice memories to keep hold of. I always used to play cards. So they were nice. They were sat in there. Got the old, now I've definitely had this from when I was a kid. If anyone remembers these, having one when they were a kid. Remember the Mercury Maze? Still, it looks a bit grubby now. It's got a bit of dust and dirt in that Mercury. But never, as far as I can remember, never once managed to get that bloody Mercury blob into the middle. It's unbelievably difficult. Anyone else have that when they were a kid? Can't remember where it's from. Something like M&S. I had one as well where it was like, I always remember it like a champagne bottle, and in a similar sort of circular disc thing, and you to get the cork, there were like bubbles, and you to get the cork back into the neck of the bottle. That were rock hard as well. Yeah. Another thing my dad must have given me or got off him at one stage. Now these are collectible. I saw one of these. I was really shocked how much they wanted for it, but obviously mine's more sentimental value. And it's the elf cube clock, so I'm guessing it'll similar to the cards. It'll have got this from Elf petrol station. I don't even think it exists anymore, Elf petrol stations, does it? But yeah, nice little memento. Everything stinks of cigs and smoke. Oh God, look at this. So I went to this match with school on the school bus at Wembley. So in the old, the old Wembley, Twin Towers Wembley, and it were England versus Republic of Ireland. And I remember me and my mate Paul on the bus. There were a bit of a sweepstake. Who was the first England scorer? And you drew the names out of the hat or whatever. And I remember me and Paul drawing out fucking, who was it? Paul Dick. No, what's he called? Dixon. Paul Dixon, is it? I think he goes. Losing plot now with football. Paul Dixon, I think he was. Anyway, we won because I remember he deflected off his leg. It was 1-1, I think it was. You know, Paul McGrath scored for Ireland. And yeah, the shot deflected in off Dixon's leg, and he claimed that goal, so we won that, and it was only something like 20 quid. And I remember at the time it felt like winning 1,000 quid or something. Absolutely awesome. Is it in here? Lee Dixon, fucking Paul Dixon, Lee Dixon. That were it. Yeah. So I went to the original Wembley before they knocked it down twice. Once with this, and the second time was to see Bradford City in the old Division 2 playoff final, I think, against Notts County. Absolutely blotted that day. Absolutely blotted. Fell asleep in one of the stalls in the toilets. Absolutely out of my true. Been drinking vodka since about 7 in the morning on bus. And I remember a woman copper kicked the fucking door in of the cubicle. And imagine would not happen these days now. I think that was 1996. She kicked the door in, thinking that I don't know. And I must have came to, and she helped me back to my seat. She helped me back to my seat, man. Jesus Christ, that would not happen now. a couple of role-playing books. Now, they're both collectible, these. Both collectible. And I think... Yeah, I think the books must both be the original ones I had them when I was a teenager, because I'm massively into role-playing. Me and my mate Alex. And this one's called, it's Shadowrun. And I think that's the issue 1. So this is, I like this especially because Eddie's got the Super Famicom version of this game based on this role-playing, universe, if you like. And it's got a very similar, I think it actually uses that same Shadowrun logo. But yeah, anyone that don't know, so this basically encompasses a full game within this book, and then you can get like other rule books and stuff. It's all about, rolling dice. But they are cool mementos. I mean, I don't know what year this is from. Quite old now, I would have thought. 1989. So yeah, I've been 14. So that, I know that's collectible. And this one is really collectible because this issue 1 version of this, believe it or not, can go for about 40 to 50 quid now in good condition. Mine's not in good condition, it's quite dog-eared, but it's the original Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Fantastic book is this. It's more like a reference book, really, as opposed to the actual role-playing book itself. Yeah, it's like a referee's go-to book is this. Fantastic. It's got some right artwork in here though. All the weapons, everything, all the weapons, all the vehicles. Brilliant book is that. But yeah, it can be, like I say, good money does that, and it's only going up as well. The last of the role-playing stuff. Now, I got this off Alex as well. This was his favourite. We used to play this all the time. This, you know what? I thought this would have gone up in value, but it hasn't as such. And it's the Mega Traveller. It is Games Design Workshop, but it's quite a bit tatty is this one. But it's got give me all the books on CD-ROM as well, but in it you get loads of different books. So you got the Imperial Encyclopedia, that's the player's manual, Fighting Ships of the Shattered Imperium, got the referee's manual, the source book, and the referee's companion. And then I think I bought this separately. Is that another source book? Have I got 2? Yeah, I've got 2 copies of that source book actually. Yeah, so that's just another one of that. Might move that on actually. Which one? I might move one of them on because I think individually that you can get half decent money, but sold as a pack, just not popular anymore. It used to be quite a popular game. Did that? I think they did attempt to convert it to at least a 16-bit on some. I'm sure on ST and Amiga, but I don't think it was very popular really. But yeah, it's again sentimental value. Definitely keep hold of that. What's that? Look at this. Remember this? So the story behind this one, we used to go to Spain every year on holiday, and back in the 80s, mid 80s to late 80s, you could, obviously there are no restrictions on stuff like model guns and all that. You could just basically, you could buy them in shops. It's only like cat guns, but I remember bringing this back through when my dad got me it, and we were bringing it back through customs, and we got pulled by one of the customs guys, and he wanted to have a closer look at it, make sure it wasn't a real one.
I know what you're thinking, punk. You're thinking, did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Now, to tell you the truth, I forgot myself in all this excitement. But Being this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and will blow your head clean off. You gotta ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Jesus Christ. It's some right weight to it. You lift the barrel out. It's only a cap gun at end of the day. But the actual make, Coybell, is they're actually really high quality die cast replica guns, and you can actually get I think like a Beretta or a Colt 45 or something that do look even now pretty bang on to the real thing. I mean, this is just like Colt Ranger or something. Not too bad with this, but yeah, started pulling out the bloody Beretta replica, you'd be getting in a bit of a sticky situation. Anyway, let's have a look. What else we got? This, I've had this since I was a kid. This was from Marks and Spencer's. Fantastic book, this. Don't know if it's collectible or not. Bit knackered now, but it's it used to be called St. Michael. So essentially what it is, you've got this little rocket on the front. I mean, look at that, it's knackered on spine, innit? And you just basically pass it through sort of from page to page. Just a kid's book. Some pop-up little bits in it and stuff. Again, just nostalgia. I haven't seen many of them, but probably, just sentimental value, to be honest with you. What's in this? Don't know what these are. Just odd stamps. Bloody hell. Yeah, I think I went through a phase of collecting these. So, the Tintin books. Got them all on the back. I don't think these you can pick these up dirt cheap. I think there's some that are more sought after than others, but nice little comic books, these. The 7 Crystal Balls. I had loads of them. I got a shot of them at some stage. Don't remember. No date on that, so I can't remember when it was from. What are these? I think these are me. Oh yeah, 2008. These are quite collectible, and they're both in really good condition actually. So the 1978 and 1979 manual. I think the 78 one's obviously that's the first one, the first annual they did. So that's, like I say, if you look at the condition, is quite good. Look at that paper, Jesus. There's bloody aroma off that. Someone's filled in crossword. That'll devalue it. Yeah. I ain't seen these. Here's the date on them. When did I get these? 2004 on that. And I got these. 16, 17 years ago. Bloody hellfire. I'll keep hold of them. That's a nice condition though. Worth keeping hold of. What else? Told you it was just a load of old crap, didn't I? These, I used to collect these. Now these are my favourite because I tried to get as many as I could when, probably only comics where I've actively collected with the idea of holding on to them, at the time. And it's the Action Force. So I've got issue 1. That's the UK one. It's got the medal sort of. I think it's like possibly like an iron-on transfer thing for your clothes, like a medal ribbon. 1988, 50p. I've also got this one. I think this is a US one, even though it's in pence, because it says, yeah, it's got like the dollars and all that underneath. So this is Action Pack's first issue. So this is an issue 1 as well. So I haven't looked into that. I probably should have number 2 presented free with this issue, so I didn't get that one. But I actually looking at it, I got this from Silveracre. Now I used to get loads of comics from Silveracre. I think there were something happened a few years ago with that, whereby they had a massive fire and hundreds and hundreds of £1,000s worth of stock got destroyed. Now there were rumours, I remember reading at the time, there were rumours that it might have been an insurance job, and I don't even know if they're still going. It was certainly Silveracre, one of the biggest comic wholesalers type places in the UK at the time. But again, this will be going back 15, 20 years. Don't know if it still exists. Probably does. But I remember it was quite a big news at the time. It was a massive fire. It lost like about 300,000 quid worth of stock or something daft. But yeah, I've got issue 2. This is my favourite issue. Oh, I love this issue. Issue 3, where it was Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. That's a brilliant issue, is that? Issue 4. Issue 5. Issue 6. Issue 7. Issue 8. Issue 9, issue 10. Now, issue 11 started to piss me off because the bloody newsagent started writing me Brenda, my mum's name, on the top. So that bloody ruined them. 12, 13, 14, 15. Put a sticker on that one. Now, at 15, for some reason, I remember the newsagent, so I like a paper boy there as well. The newsagent, for some reason, he couldn't get any more issues, and I thought at the time, bearing in mind what I mean, 13 years, 14 years old, that the run had finished. That was it, and it hasn't. There's loads and loads more issues beyond this, but yeah, that's what I thought at the time. So I just that rate 15 issues. No. These are quite nice. And I've had these for absolutely years as well. I think they're a bit of a, it's a 4, so it's 1 of 4. They're really nice of these. I'm glad I've kept all of it. I thought I'd lost them. It's the Alien Hive, and it's Dark Horse. But yeah, I mean, Dark Horse comics are always good. It's got Predator on the back. So you get 1 of 4, 2 up at Night of the Living Dead, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, and 4 of 4. So they're really nice. I did have another one called Newt's Tale, where it were really good with that. Pissed off that I can't find it. I assume I got rid of it at some stage, but it basically told the tale. If you remember Aliens, the movie, the storyline whereby they come to LV 427, is it, where and the little girl Newt, who's, you don't get to know why she's there. Well, the Newt's Tale told you that story about how she got there. And basically, before the colony was invaded by aliens, when they landed on the planet, it was just like a normal, like, commune, if you like, populating this planet, and it had an artificial atmosphere, and then obviously the aliens invaded, basically killed all the humans, or infected them, you know, laid eggs. But Newt managed to escape in an air duct. And if I think rightly, that's where she's hiding, isn't it, in the film? But yeah, a really good story, really good book. That I might still have it. Could well be up in the loft somewhere, but I did have a bit of a scoot round. I couldn't see it, but yeah. So that's it, guys. Just thought I'd quickly show you some of that shite in the box. Happy memories, though. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Happy memories, good memories. And like I say, a lot of stuff I have chucked over the years, regrettably, which you know, we all have, haven't we? That we could get back. But I managed to keep hold of some, like I say, some of this stuff, certainly from my teenage years. So I'm glad about that. Right, thank you so much for watching. As usual, I will be back. I've got plenty of gaming pickups on the way. Some already here, some still to come. As soon as that lot's landed, I will be back with another gaming update. And I shall see you soon. And we will, I promise as well, anyone that is sub to Bootleggers, need to, as I've said to Pete recently, get my finger out and get some vids up for that as well. Neglecting the second channel. Right, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Take it easy, and you know what I'm gonna say. Long live the retro.